Okay, so one of the most common questions that I get from my clients is, okay, Juan, so I want to sell my property, but I don't want to end up homeless. I don't want to end up in the street. I'd like to find something first. How do we go about this? So the first thing that I want to tell you is that it's a very common concern. You're not the only one, and it's perfectly legitimate. Now, I want to reassure you that we would never force you to sell or try to convince you to sell your property without a definite plan, right? When we help our clients sell their properties, putting the property up for sale is really kind of the last step. The first thing that we would do is clarify your plans in detail. So if this is a concern for you, I would assume obviously that maybe you're not able to buy the second property before selling this one, which is what happens to most people. Most people have most of their equity in this house, and they will need to sell or, sell this property, liquidate this property, get the cash so they can buy something else. And today we have different solutions, and we will just have to see which one works best for you in your particular situation, but there's really no right or wrong answer. So I'll give you some of the options. One is if you have family, that you could sell your property and maybe stay with a friend or a relative temporarily while you find the other property. That's one option. Another option is that we can sell your property, negotiate a post-occupancy term where basically we sell your property and you get to stay in your property for a period of time, typically no more than 60 days, because if the buyer is buying with financing, the bank is going to typically expect them to move into the property within 60 days. Also, if it's an owner occupant, you can imagine that they're probably excited about making your property their home and they would want to move into the house as soon as possible. Sometimes we're able to sell the property to an investor, and that investor might say, listen, I'm going to keep your property as a rental. I'm okay with buying your property. You can stay there renting back from me temporarily, sometimes at a lower discounted price, and then that gives you some flexibility. Another alternative that we have is that we could help you buy the second property. We have a program that helps you buy the second property before you sell this one. So you fully, completely, 100% buy and close on the second property, and then we sell this property. There's a cost associated with it, but it's very minimal. So those are some of the options that we can work with, that we can navigate depending on your specific situation. Again, our intention is never to force you to sell, to convince you to sell, but it's really to help you go through this transition in the most methodical and smooth, the smoothest possible way, so that it can be easy and pain-free. So anyway, hope you find this helpful. Hopefully this gives you some clarity as to your options. We can definitely talk about your particular situation. And if you have any other questions, let us know, and I will see you in the next video.